The first season of True Detective will go down as one of the best pieces of television ever. It unravels and dissects its mystery with surgical precision. The show's narrative is mostly delivered via the framing device of an interview being conducted. Former detectives Rust Cole and Martin Hart are being interviewed by two active detectives that are revisiting an old homicide case. The delving into the case informs us on the characters and how they ended up in the state they're in, while also showing us the growth and destruction of their partnership. Eventually, the killer is revealed, and the show doesn't make a big deal about who it is, and more so focuses on the connections of that character and how he is tied to people in positions of power. What follows after the revelation is a confrontation that leads both detectives to be hospitalized. The people higher up in the chain get off scot-free due to all the blame being placed solely on one person, despite there being more people responsible for the murders. The season ends on a somber note. As the duo gaze up at the stars, they reflect on the good and the bad of their situation. This ending reminds me a lot of the ending to David Fincher's Seven.
Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part.
True Detective's ending shares the same fundamental philosophy. The detectives know that they are fighting an unwinnable war against an unholy amount of evil in the world. And some of those evil people hold an insurmountable amount of power, but despite that, they acknowledge that they can still do some good in the world and that they just rid it of some evil. Yeah, the world is in a terrible state, and there seems to be more evil than good, but it's still worth saving. What makes the ending even more impactful is the fact that the nihilist Cole is the one to point this out, which indicates that he finally has taken off that faux shield of nihilism and has a renewed will to live, something that disappeared after the death of his child. Do you agree with my explanation of True Detective Season 1's ending? Comment down below if you do or don't.